Hi everyone, my name is Karen Dugan and I'm the Burlington County Teacher of the Year. You'll be observing my 7th grade geography class today. Our objective for this lesson is to analyze the impact and effectiveness of the Electoral College through a cooperative game activity. The content of the Electoral College is not only timely with the upcoming presidential election, but it's also very relevant to our study of geography in the United States and population patterns. It's also very complex in nature. The clip I'm sharing with you begins during our first round of Electoral College tag, and the students have gained an understanding of the winner-take-all concept. However, the lesson will engage the students with a kinesthetic activity that will address multiple learning styles. The clip begins with two candidates attempting to tag as many states as they can to win the electoral votes for that state, and the candidates cannot initially see the number of electors allocated for that state. It is only after the round is over and we begin to build our Electoral College map that the number of electors is revealed. As the lesson unfolds, the students will begin to relate population totals to the number of electors and how by changing strategies, a few clever campaign moves could change the result of the election. Our closing activity will be an exit ticket explaining how our game of tag can be related to campaigning, what they've learned about the Electoral College, and if they were to play the game again, how would they change their strategies. My challenge to the students will be to go home and to see how many family members can explain the process of electing our president. Candidates, come on over. If you were not tagged, please line up right here. Do not turn in your puzzle piece. Okay? Do not turn in your puzzle piece. All right, we need to take some totals here. We have our red team over here. We have 55 California. Put your puzzle piece where it belongs. Who do we have?
Okay. Vermont, New Hampshire.
How many? 4 and 3. Okay.
No, Jamal, you go right.
I got.
Okay, after you told your...
I had Pennsylvania.
Starts off as an interesting election already.
Did he get another one?
Okay, blue team, one at a time. Tell Uncle Sam your scores.
It'd be easier to have him tag it on purpose.
You know I can't just swing around and get you back.
20, Illinois.
You can use your reference that's given to you.
South Dakota.
Florence, Georgia. And I got Idaho 4.
Alrighty, come on in a little bit closer so we can take a look at what we have going on here. Okay, with our score, Uncle Sam, who's ahead? You can estimate, that's okay.
I'm assuming. Actually, red.
Okay, well, red is ahead. Uncle Sam's going to work out by how many exactly. Red is ahead. Is red ahead because he got more states in general?
No.
Technically, no.
Why is red ahead? He got higher numbers, right? Take a look at the states that red got. We have, which one is the highest?
Got the big ones.
California. Pennsylvania is pretty big, right? How many about New Jersey? 14. All right, let's take a look at our map. California, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. We have Florida down there. What do these states all have in common? They have larger populations. Excellent. Where are they located in our country? On the East Coast? What about California?
All the coastlines.
On the West Coast. These all have a commonality. They're coastal states. Okay? People are settling and metropolitan areas are developing in our coastal regions more rapidly than they did historically in the center of our country. Okay, South Dakota, how many did we have in South Dakota? 3. Okay. Now think about it, candidates, blue and red. You're going to go back out there and you're going to campaign in another state. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a high population or a low population? Does the size of the state matter? No. Look at New Jersey, right? Teeny tiny compared to many of the others, but a high population. Okay, we're going to continue with round 2. Now the first to 270 wins. I don't know that we'll make it all the way to 270, but that's the goal, candidates. Okay, so those of you who no longer have a state, you need to go and take another one and line up. Those of you who still are holding your state, please return to the line. And our candidates are back out in the center. Are we ready? Okay, candidates, are you ready? Our states need to get ready. Keep the number facing yourself.
Are you already?
And on your mark, get set. Hey, run it, run it, run it. Nate, bring it. We're ready for red. Blue's over there.
Anthony running, he's not here.
Gather around. What do we have? Okay, Uncle Sam, you're totally red. How's our map doing?
I still need shit.
Next round, yes.
I'm not changing one.
I'm trying to stay inside the boundary. Come on over. I'll take a little bit along. We've got Colorado, Virginia, placed in the puzzle. All right. Now our blue states, what are we adding?
New York is 29. Massachusetts, 11.
Looks like the East Coast is filling in pretty quickly.
I got Ohio, 18.
Use your reference.
How many was that? 18.
Georgia, 16.
I'm just making sure. It'll get easier when we put that.
Anyone else? No, just me.
All right, so we have all our states. Yep. All right, what are our totals at this point?
I got around 65.
Okay, and then you're adding it to the 112. What's your total?
Around 65. 112.
Okay, and how about blue? Okay, come on over. We're going to have a discussion here about. Are 123 to 177. Okay, red is still pretty far ahead. If we're looking at the first to 270, what would you predict?
Red to win.
Red predict red to win. Who got Ohio though? Blue. Ohio went blue. Historically speaking, in elections, the candidate that takes Ohio usually wins the race. So what does blue have to do in order to do that? Okay, if you're looking to target certain states and spend more time, where are you going to be spending your time? What's left? Ohio. But what's left here that we could target? Texas. Texas might be a big deal. Okay? We are going to get down to the wire here. The center of our country is developed a little bit. Let's go for round 3 and see if we can hit 270, folks. Candidates back out center. Woo. Now let's take a moment to talk about trends in education. In a society where students are inundated with technology from the moment they open their eyes, it is a challenge to bring content to life. One trend in education today that addresses student engagement is the gamification of lessons. Through gamification, as demonstrated in the lesson presented today, students were actually able to play with the content. Students are participating in stealth learning through gamification. And realistically, no, every lesson cannot be a game. But games can be used to introduce content, solidify concepts, or speculate possibilities for new outcomes. Games are engaging and can provide a motivational supplement in an environment that is familiar and comfortable. Students are having fun, improving memory, problem solving, building relationships, and they're excited to come to class. It's always a great day when a student doesn't want class to end. And while gamification is an exciting trend in education, today there are many challenges facing us as well. The challenges our students face at home and in the community impact the students' propensity to learn. Many of my students have faced more in their short lives than I could have imagined at their age. Children carry the weight of divorce, single parents, and poverty, along with violence to school every day. We must be proactive in our approach to family and community involvement, and more focus should be brought to positive events within our schools. During the past year, many community events were hosted and received well within our district. Our schools are magnificent resources for communities and families, and we must open them up to the community to build relationships with faculty, staff, and administration. Students whose families are involved attend school more regularly, earn better grades, and enroll in higher level programs, and have a higher graduation rate.